More spice was added to the Rwandan Chess Open tournament over the weekend as the Federation of Rwanda Chess Association hosted Kenya's leading club, KCB chess team, in the year's first chess tournament. The tournament, sponsored by Kenya Commercial Bank and the Kasparov Chess Foundation, was a test to the locally based players to gauge themselves against the more experienced Kenyan counterparts.
For sure, I have seen a lot of potential in the Rwandese players, old and young alike. They have a lot of natural talent. I think the only thing that I might say is missing is international exposure, playing with stronger players, because for you to improve, you have to play people above your level. Now, the Rwandese have not, had that a lot. That is why you might look at it that on paper, they might be slightly weaker than maybe some of us, but they have the passion, and I believe with the correct exposure, then they will come up for sure. That is a given.
Well, I would say Rwanda needs a little bit of improvement, and with time, with the tournaments coming up every now and then, and because the Rwandese Federation is showing that it wants to do more international tournaments, I'm sure they will give us a run for our money very soon.
KCB is one of the biggest teams in East Africa, and they have one grandmaster who is rated by FIDE. So it is a chance for Rwandan young players to play with them and see if they can get rated.
With the game still struggling for attention and sponsorship, not only in Rwanda but in the East African region as a whole, the Rwanda Chess Federation, FERADI, is setting its sights on expanding the game in schools. But just like so many of the sports and game disciplines in the country, the lack of full-time skilled personnel has been a hindrance to the growth of the game in the country.
Chess remains kind of a baby because still a limited number of players we have here and limited clubs. It still needs a lot to be done, and it's us who can do it. We have been had setbacks in the past of stakeholders or the people who are charged to run the game being unavailable. We've had a committee for more than 2 years which have been away. Only recently they have been filling up the missing places. This is February of 2015. We hope we can take it from here and go forward if the committee we have now and the players put in their own input.
So is the Federation finding a solution to these problems?
We've managed to go into schools with the help of Kasparov Foundation Africa. We've managed to reach at least 6 schools.
They have a very strong partner in the Kasparov Chess Foundation Africa, because Kasparov Chess Foundation is about spreading chess in schools. That is, I think, their main mandate. So I think the Rwandese are doing right to partner with Kasparov Chess Foundation, who donate boards to them. Now, the only thing that the Rwandese guys have to get right in their country is to be able to partner very strongly with the Ministry of Education. I believe you guys have a Ministry of Education. Partner very strongly with them, make them see the sense, and have it such that chess can be put in as probably even a curricular activity.
At the Rwanda Open, there was only one female player showing a game highly dominated by men, but is anything being done to bring a balance in the playing field?
The first and most important part to start is to start in schools. I started playing chess in school, but in high school. But if the Rwandese Federation can take chess to the schools, then you are guaranteed that chess in 5 or 6 years will be played by so many people.
Usually people, especially female, think that chess is a game of male because it involves mathematics. It's a strategic game. It's a game that requires strategic thinking, and mostly, like in other domains, you've seen in engineering, there are fewer female than male, so they tend to have that tendency, but it's not that's not true. So unfortunately, we still have very few female, but we are trying to recruit more. It's a very interesting game. It's a game of mind. I'm telling you, chess is what other sports can do to body, chess can do it to mind. So
the visiting Kenyan team, as expected, dominated the year's first tournament, and it will be seen in the coming years the importance of such exposure for the Rwandan players. Arnold Kwizera, Rise and Shine, Rwanda.